Skaven are the greatest, best race. No fool knows of our location, place. We sneak hide better than even nasty get things. Only once we want to have our place, location known do we reveal, and then it is too late. The Skaven will rule all. That is our great destiny. Better that you beg, ask for mercy, and come give yourselves over to the greatest, best god, the Great Horned Rat.
Know this. You will pay the bone tithe. Willingly or in death, we will have what is owed. For this is our purpose, why we were made by our god, the great and all-powerful Nagash. We are his vision of the future, the great wave of his right hand that is held out in payment and then brought smashing down to smite those that refuse. It is up to you. Pay what is owed, or have it stripped from your corpse.
Welcome back to another battle report for Saga of Dice. We've got Rob.
I have returned.
Finally back from the Chaos Wastelands.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Less said the better.
Yes.
Anyways,
yes.
Good times out there. Plenty of hobby to do. Plenty of hobby here. And to celebrate, I brought Ossiarch Bonereapers.
Indeed.
Because they were all done.
Excellent. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. I brought the Skaven, so as you said earlier, it's going to be a low-tier slap fight.
That's fine by me.
A little bit of a tickle fight.
That's the kind of thing you want after getting in from the wastes.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, today we're playing a game of heroes. It's from the Warcoda supplement. I will link it as last time in the description below. But we're trying out a new one, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks better than the GW one. It looks like a slight upgrade. You know, a little bit better. Anyway, so before we head over to the table, please subscribe for the YouTube gods, comment for the algorithm throne, and hit the screaming bell to always receive notifications of when a battle report goes live. And if you like, we've got the Patreon up and running, and it's really fun over there. We've got people making up some great scenarios and stories and whatnot, so come join us over there if you like, and if not, no worries. But we'll see you after deployment. Today we are playing a game of heroes, I believe it's called. It's from the Warcoda supplement, as said before, from AOS, or from Tyler Emerson, and it's on AOS Shorts. I will link it in the description, but it's very similar to the Games Workshop version, only this one has a little bit of a twist. So if you control your opponent's starting territory objective, so for Rob Taunts, it'll be here, and for Rob J, it'll be here. Then it counts as an extra objective. So it's not an extra point, it's an extra objective. So everything therein, and we'll get to that when we, if we do. And then you also get it, but you do get an extra victory point if you have a model with a wound characteristic of, I think it was 9 or less, but I will check in a minute, that is within 3 inches of the center of an objective anywhere. So that's an extra victory point. So yeah, that's everything else is the same. 1, 2 more, and the prime objectives are in our own territories, and the other ones can be burned in round 3. But other than that, it's all the same. So yeah, we'll be back with the lists.
And coming on back, we've got 1985 points of Ossiarch Bonereapers. Couldn't squeeze that last 15 in there. But as you can tell, I've got a good meaty bunch of heroes in here today. I've got Arcan the Black, commanding all of our Sorcerer's Detachment in the back there. I have Katakros, the Mortarch of the Necropolis. He's also in the middle of the battle action. And then the general of the army, the Liege Cavalos, who has not yet earned himself a giant name of any sort. However, with his deeds, he has gotten all of the Mortis Praetorian bits, including the Blade and Katakros' Chosen, which gives him extra discipline points if I choose to activate it once per battle. With that, I've got my battle line. I've got 3 units of Mortac Guard, 2 units of 10, 1 unit of 20. I've got a Gothazar Harvester helping out on the front lines, and of course, because Katakros is there, he has brought his Catapult. And they are ready to go. So that is my army. Because I have less points than the Skaven, I am taking the reroll charges.
I can't remember what that is either. It's not inspired because that's the plus
Bloodthirsty?
one.
I think it's bloodthirsty.
Is that what it is? Okay, cool.
It might be bloodthirsty.
Whatever one it is that lets you reroll a charge, because you don't have access to that otherwise, so that seemed like a good choice. Yeah.
Yep. But that's my army, and
Perfect.
we'll go over to the Skaven and see what they've got.
Excellent. Okay, so today I have brought 1995, an excellent year. I wasn't born that year, but a lot of cool stuff happened then. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so this is my army. It's 1995 points, as I said. It was 6 drops to your 8. So I will be determining who goes first, but I do not get the triumph. But leading the army, I've got the Grey Seer Rob, hanging out on the bell there. He's failed me in the past, but I've got confidence that he will come through this time because I told him if he doesn't, he's going to die. So he's got the Master of Magic, not the Skaven one, but the good one, once again, where you get to reroll 1 casting per turn and 1 unbinding per turn. And then I've got the Arch Warlock here. He has the Vigor Dust Injector, and because I have a command, what's it called? Battalion. Warlord Battalion, excuse me, I have another artifact on him, and he has the, oh dear, it's the one that lets my War Machine go double. Basically, I'm doubling up, and I'm using them both on him. It's kind of a waste, but it's really fun, and I want to do it. So there you go. And then I've got Thanquol, and he has Warp Gale, and these guys both have more and more work power, because whatever. And then I've got a Doom Wheel there for the said combination, 3 units of Clan Rats, 20. And then I've got 2 Warp Fire Throwers hidden among them, and the Warp Lightning Vortex, and that's it. So this should be interesting. It should be fun. But yeah, we'll be back with turn 1.
Are you sure that's all of your army?
Oh yeah, the Helpet Abomination.
Yeah, he might be in
I was
there
joking
too.
that he never does anything, but in the last game he really did. So I'll just shut up now. Yeah, hopefully he'll do something this game as well.
We will see.
Oh, and he has Toughened Sinews for +1 to his save, or not, he has a 4-up armor save and 14 wounds instead of 12.
Very good to know.
And if there's anything else I've forgotten, I will tell you. It's my turn, ostensibly. Oh yeah, he has Skitter Leap and Warp Gale, I think I said on Thanquol. So
You did mention Warp Gale. Yes.
Excellent. Oh, and I guess I will roll a dice to see how many Warp Sparks I get.
Yep, that's a good idea.
So it's 3 plus D3 for 2. It's always 2, but that's fine. I like that. So 5 Warp Sparks, and yeah, we'll be back with turn 1.
Are you going to take it, or will I be taking it?
I was just thinking about that, and I wanted the extra time, but...
Oh, okay, I'll put you on the spot here.
Okay, yeah, I think it'll probably be you, but yeah, we'll be back.
Okie dokie, so it looks like the Ossiarch Bonereapers have gained the initiative through Katakros' mastery of intelligence and foresight and planning. So we're going first, and we're going right into my hero phase. So to start off with, I'm going to calculate my Relentless Discipline points. We do that at the start of the battle round, and that's at the start of any battle round, so it doesn't matter if I'm going first or you're going first, we calculate it at the start.
Indeed.
So I get 3 for having Katakros on the field, I get 1 for my Liege Cavalos, I get 3 for having my 3 characters on the field, and then I get to roll a dice for each of my units on the field, and if I roll any 6s, then I get to add an extra Relentless Discipline point. So in this case,
2
there
sixes?
are 2.
Nice.
Sorry, there's 1 hiding out in your Skaven.
No worries.
I'll just shuffle them around a little bit there. All right, so that gives me 2 extra points. So that gives me a grand total of 9 Relentless Discipline points to start off my game.
That's a good amount.
Not bad at all. So that means that for my hero phase, I'm going to pick my battle tactic. It's going to be Ferocious Advance. So I've got.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's incredible and bizarre. Who would have guessed? So I'm going to do that with the Gothazar Harvester, the Liege Cavalos, and the Mortek Guard. Thank you. For my battle tactic, or my heroic action, I'm going to pick Relentless Leadership.
Okay.
I can pick 1 friendly Ossiarch Bonereaper hero. Until the end of this phase, I can use a command ability to issue a command to him without spending one of those discipline points I just generated.
Okay.
So I'll do that for my Liege Cavalos once again.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then I will go with Magic Phase. So Arcan the Black, he's got 3 spells. First one he's going to cast is Protection of Nagash. This goes off on a 5, unless I miss my guess, and that is a 9.
Okay. So that would be an 11 for him because he's +2 on injured, I believe.
Yes, that's right. So it goes off on a 6.
It goes off on a 6.
But I've got like an 11.
I'm gonna let that rock because I need to roll a. Wait, no, you got an 11, so I need to roll
Yeah, you need to get
an
a 12.
11 because I'm next to a gnaw-hole.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't seem super likely.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm also going to cast a Reinforced Battle Shield. So this has a casting value of 6. If I cast, I pick one Ossiarch Bonereaper unit armed with shield or battle shields within 24. Until the next phase, I get to negate mortal wounds on a 5+.
Okay.
And seeing as how you're Skaven, I seem to think that's pretty darn likely.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. So this is going to activate on a 6. That is a
Oh my gosh.
10.
Yep. I am going to try and stop it because I've only got 2 more spells I can try and get it with anyway. That's a 3. I'm going to use my Master of Magic on this one.
Okay.
That's
also 3 as well. All right. So
Just going to switch out those dice.
A swap is in order. So those guys now have the battle shields on.
Yep.
And I'm also going to cast Empower Nadrite Weapons onto them.
Okay.
So this one activates on a 5,
Yep.
and basically what it does is I'll be causing 2 hits in melee combat if I roll 5s or 6s instead of just regular 6s.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So we're going to go with that. I've got a 8 on that.
Okay. Well, I might as well try and stop it. I do not.
All right.
I rolled an 8.
That's an 8.
Yeah, because he's next to the gnaw-hole.
The
So he gets +1
Null.
to this, that, and the other.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah.
So I will put a little marker token out there to know that I'm re-rolling 5s and 6s.
Excellent choice there.
And that means we'll move along to my movement phase. And we'll come back for that in just a moment.
Okay. We'll be back after the movement phase.
Okay, so I forgot to do one very important thing in my hero phase, which was activate Katakros's amazing Supreme Leader of the Ossiarch Bonereaper Legions, which gives all of my dudes a +1 to their armor and I believe +1 to hit. So he has taken care of that, and I have spent the Relentless Discipline point to do that.
It gives everyone +1 to their armor and +1 to hit?
So that is +1 to attack while they are within 36 inches of the model, and +1 to save rolls for any friendly Murderous Praetorians while they are within 36 of this model.
Oh, wow.
And that ability will get worse the more you hurt him.
Oh, okay.
So, you know. Don't shoot at him. He's not there. Pay no attention to the nasty man.
He's fine.
He's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I also spent 3 Relentless Discipline points to make my Mortec Guard able to go an extra 3 inches in advance.
Okay.
And I used my free command point, Relentless Discipline point from my Liege Cavalos to make my Gothazar Harvester move that far as well.
Cool.
So everybody scooted forward, completing the objective to get the 3-inch within each other Ferocious Advance. And also the Liege Cavalos did have enough movement to move up there on top of the building legitimately. So he has done that.
Excellent.
Beyond that, that will take me into my shooting phase.
Yes.
So, firing off my Death's Head Maw with my Gothazar Harvester. That is a 16-inch range shot with 4 attacks, and he's going to fire that into that nasty pack of Skaven over yonder.
Okay.
So, he's going to vomit nasty skulls at them, hit them on 3s, win them on 3s with -1 rend.
Okay.
Starting the Bone Harvest early, I see. So that is 1 at -1 rend for 1 damage.
So saving on 6s. And nope.
Squeesh.
How much damage?
Just 1.
Oh, just 1. Okay.
Just 1.
Blink.
Only a mere solitary singular rat.
Yeah.
So
To make your charge that much harder. I think you do now officially need a 12.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a wonderful thing. Katakros is going to use a Relentless Discipline point on Endless Duty to activate the catapult before it shoots. So it will get an extra attack with its shooting this phase. It's going to fire Necrotic Skulls at the Screaming Bell.
Okay.
So normally this is 3 attacks. It hits on 2s, it wounds on 3s. It has no rend, but it does damage 5.
Yes, it does.
So-
I'm going to use a command point to all-out defense the Screaming Bell.
A wise decision.
Oh, I never did my heroic phase.
Oh yeah, sorry. What was your heroic action this phase?
I wouldn't have birthdayed him, so I'll just try and get an extra command point, which I do get.
Very nice.
So I'll just take that back and because it was going to be
that on all-out defense.
Yeah, exactly.
A fine choice. All right, let's see if we get him. Well, good thing I got all those ones out of the system earlier. And
True.
threes, that is 1. At no rend.
No rend, so saving on 3s. And he does not save it.
So that is 5 mighty damage for that Screaming Bell.
So 5 damage. He's got his 5-up ward, and he makes 2 of them. So he takes 3 damage. He's down to 11 wounds left.
Catch that bell. Bong.
Yeah. Ring that bell. Okay. 3 wounds on the old Grey Seer.
Okay, and now it's time for the bravest Mortek Guard of all time to charge right into the middle of the Skaven lines.
Yep.
So, we're going to have at it. It's a 10.
That will not do it.
That will not do it.
No. We need an 11 from the closest guy here.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. But that's all right.
You can spend your Inspired Triumph if you want.
On such a long bomb charge? I think not.
That's fair.
That's a tricky Skaven move if I've ever heard one.
I'm just giving you your options, right?
All right, so let's move on to the Battle Shock phase.
Okay. Oh, I think I should be... Oh, I forgot to measure that out ahead of time. 13 inches from here. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, you've got him.
Yeah. So, he just dies. Missed by no one.
Fair enough.
Not even his brood mother.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you got 1, 2 more.
I do indeed.
And you got your battle tactic.
Correct.
So, for 5 points. Excellent.
There we go. So that means we're going to move over to the Skaven for their first turn, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back. It is the Skaven turn 1, but it's the bottom of the turn. First up for my battle tactic is going to be Ferocious Advance on these 3 heroes here. Or, sorry, these 2 heroes and that unit of clan rats. And then my heroic action, it's going to be heroic recovery on the Grey Seer because I've got 4 command points now, and I just don't see myself needing it in this half a turn. So I'm trying to roll a 6 or below, which I do not do. That's fine. It's all good. And now I'm going to ring that bell. Yes.
For my heroic action, I'm going to take another Relentless Leadership, and I'm going to put it on Katakros.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Do you do heroic actions? I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I still get my heroic actions. I just can't use like the generate command point one.
Ah, okay.
So I've got this free one instead.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to ring the bell now.
Ring that bell.
Here we go. So that's a 10.
That is a 10.
So that makes everything within the range of the Peal of Doom -1 to hit.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Not for me. So, so yeah, now I guess we'll go into the spell casting phase of this evening. I guess first I'm going to do Crack's Call on these guys over here. It has a casting value of 6. I pick a unit within 18 inches, and I roll, so if successful, I roll 2 dice and then minus their movement characteristic.
Okay.
So, seems like a good thing to do. That goes off with a 12.
Very nice.
Did you want to try and stop it? Okay. So now I roll 2d6 and I minus their movement characteristic for. Oh, that's a perfect roll. Where were you earlier? When I could have got a free Burning Lord. So what's their movement characteristic? Is 4 or 5?
The movement characteristic is 4.
4. Okay. So then minus 4, that would be 8 mortal wounds.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Give me one moment. I just need to see if I've got a save.
No problem. Please.
All right, looks like I am in luck. It looks like I do have Deathless Warriors, which can possibly save my bacon for those guys on a 6. So, 8 wounds, you said?
Yes, sir.
That would actually require 8 dice, which is the way math works. And here we go.
It all checks out. I see at least 1 6. Well, 3 6s.
3 6s. So that
There you
means
go.
5 die and 3 continue their boneless existence.
We're just having a rolling hot off.
I guess so.
Something like that.
Hot flashes. Hot flashes.
Oh, no.
Dice. That means something. I'm sure.
Excellent.
There we go. So there's 5 down.
Okay.
What else you got?
I'm going to try and... I'm going to try and Warp Gale Arcane the Black from Thanquol here. So it goes off on an 8, but I am +3 to this because I'm next to the Nahal.
Yep.
So that will go off barely with an 8.
I'm going to check to see if I'm in range.
I can check it for you real quick.
Please do.
Nope.
No?
About 4 or 5 inches off.
All right.
So it's just D3 mortal wounds, and he can't run or charge.
Sorry, what was the range?
Or sorry, half run and charge. So it's only 1 mortal wound.
Right.
It's 26 inch. Oh, yeah, that wouldn't work. Well, it can't go on him then.
Nope.
I guess I will put it on... I'll put it on your Liege Cavalos then.
Poor Liege Cavalos.
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah, why not? So 1 mortal wound goes through. We got a 6. That's a 6. He saves his bacon with Deathless Warriors.
Excellent, excellent. So now I'm going to try and do Mystic Shield onto the Grey Seer here. That goes off with a 13.
Enjoy your Mystic Shield.
Thank you, I will. I'm going to find the token in just a second, but for now I'll just put it down next to him there. And now I'm going to do more warp power from the from this guy here.
Right.
Onto the Doom Wheel. Doom Wheel! Huh. So that goes off with a 12 as well. So I will put, where is it? I made like a little token here out of a poker chip.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, you know, I got the idea from Eric actually. So more warp power, and then in the hero phase, I'm also putting Vigor Dust on it for +1 to hit, and Vial of the Fulminator to double its move characteristic. And before it moves, I need to roll a dice, so I can do that now. And I think it's on a 4-up. It takes D3 mortal wounds, so I believe it does, but I'll check it after. And then, so this is the amount of mortal wounds it takes. So it takes 2, assuming that it is in fact supposed to take 2 mortal wounds. I'll check it in between. There we go. Okay, and now, are these guys within 13? I don't think they can be. No. So then, and then I will go back to this guy, and he's going to try and cast Skitter Leap onto that guy there. All right. So here we go. It will go off with a 10. You might as well try and stop it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay, so he is Skitter Leapt, and I'll put him wherever he's going to end up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we are back, and now we've just got one more spell to cast, and it is the Warp Lightning Vortex from that fool. He is +1, and we'll see what happens. You can always eat a Warp Spark. Nope, doesn't need it. Goes off with a 9. Do you have anything to unbind it with it over there?
Not over there, unfortunately.
Okay. So I will put it down. It's going to take me a minute to measure this. Yeah, we'll come back. Okay, so we're back. The triangle has been placed, and you know you ran forth for your battle tactic, and now I've said no more running, sir.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
We will just have to go and punch that rat square in its face.
It's true. So we have to resolve the effects. We got. We'll go with the Gothazar Harvester first. Mm-hmm. He is only within 6 inches of 2 of them, so he's going to be on a 3-up. I can't see it.
That is a 1.
Oh, okay. So nothing happens, and now the other ones are on 2s.
I'm sorry. This is the unit or the?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's say it's the unit then.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's D3 mortal wounds for 1.
Okay. I'm sorry, on the unit you said?
Yes.
Okay, so one guy dies.
Yes.
And because
so you were rolling your 6-up, feel no pain.
Right, the 6-up Deathless Warriors.
Yeah.
And then every time that the Gothazar Harvester has something die within 3 inches of it, so I guess I would pull from back there, I roll a dice, and on a 4 or better, I get to heal 1 wound allocated to the unit.
Indeed.
So that is a 6.
So he comes back.
He comes on back.
It's true.
Whoop.
And so we were debating about whether that's considered a ward save. Let us know in the comments. I have no idea. Hardly ever play against this army, so yeah.
I hardly ever play this army, but there's nothing on there that said the ward save.
No, it's
word,
true.
so
they have definition in the AOS 3 rules of what is considered and what is not considered a word save. So, but we just don't have the time, unfortunately, to figure that out right now. So please let us know. Appreciate it. So now it's just the
Liege Cavalos.
Liege Cavalos for he takes 2 mortal wounds.
Dos. Deathless Warriors for him. Oops.
That's a 5.
And a 2, which means no saves there, so he takes 2 wounds.
Okay.
Put that there by him.
And then I think that's it, finally. So, yeah, we'll be back at the end of the movement phase. Sure, yeah, so we moved everything except for, oh, and surprise.
The double warp fire throwers.
Yeah, I didn't, unfortunately they're here because you've got your 5-up, ward save on them, but it is what it is now. So, yeah, so now it's the Doom Wheel's turn. I think I'm going to send him in that general direction to probably die horribly, but I have to find out what his movement is. And I put Vial of the Fulminator, so it's whatever I roll here plus double it. Okay, so not
24.
the best roll. Yeah, exactly. So I'll be back after I move him. Okay, so yes, this guy ended up here. He took his 2 wounds with him and all his buffs. I know he's going to take damage from this, but I have a plan. We'll see if it's a good one or not. But first we're going over to the warp fire throwers. This guy's going to go up first, and he's going to shoot into them. I'm going to overcharge it, of course, like any good Skaven would. And so it's going to be 40 total dice, but I'm just going to roll 20 dice twice because my hands are not big enough. My little Skaven rat-like paws cannot hold them all. So 4 ups are mortal wounds, and I will just count that as a miss there. And there we go. Okay, so in the first batch, we have 4, 6, 8 mortal wounds. A little under average there. And I'll put some dice down over here to count them. Oh, cool, thanks. And now we're going to roll them again. Okay, so that was a much better roll. It looks like. I shouldn't have spoke so soon, but... So, oh, there's another thing. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So almost exactly average overall. So I'm pretty happy with that. So 19 total mortal wounds for you to roll your 5-up save.
All right.
Nicely done. I was saying nicely done because he picked up the dice with one hand. Just so no one could see him.
Let's see here. So those are all abysmal. There are some saves in there, though.
There are.
That is 5, 10, 15.
15, okay.
So there's 5 left.
Okay. Do you want to just pull them out later?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then we'll see if he blows himself up or not. So it's on a 1 or a 2 now. And he does not, for now. And now his friend is going to do the same thing. So if there's 5 left, that means I get to roll 10 dice. 6, 8, 10. I think that's right. 6, 8, 10, yeah. Okay, so now it's the same thing, but I'm not rolling twice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 4 more go down. There's 1 left.
Nice. Nice.
All right. I'll take care of that in just a moment.
Sounds good. Okay, so we are back with the rest of the shooting phase. We got one lonely Ossiarch Bonereaper over there, and now I'm just going to shoot everything into your Liege Cavalos and see if I can do some damage. So I'm going to overcharge it. Wait, I don't think I rolled for the second guy to see if he dies.
You did not.
Right? So 1 or 2, he does not yet. He's on the ticking time clock of Skaven luck. Anyway, sorry. So this guy is going to overcharge as well. So he gets 2d6 shooting attacks instead of just 1d6. Oh man, all those stacking buffs I put on him for 3 measly attacks. Okay, he's hitting on 2s, and good thing. So only 2 of those hit, wounding on 3s, and 1 measly attack goes through at -1 rend.
Okay, so he's saving on 4+.
Right. He saved it. Okay, so and we forgot to do the mortal wound thing at the end of the movement phase.
Yep,
so
sure did.
I'll do the Doom Wheel first. He is in range of 1, so it's on a 4-up, and he takes it for D3. He takes 2 mortal wounds, so he's up to 4 wounds taken now. There it is.
How many does it have?
It has 8, I believe. I'm almost positive it's 8. Oh, it's right here. 8 wounds. There you go.
Look at that.
These cards sure are handy. I guess we'll do the same order as last time. So 3 up on the Gothizzar Harvester for nope. And same as before. And we'll do the troops next for D3, which is 2 on them.
Saving on 6s. No
Getting
6s
back
there,
up on
but I could
4s.
possibly get back up. No, not happening there either.
Okay.
So those 2 go down.
And now, last but not least, the Liege himself. Oh, that's D6 mortal wounds for 3.
Saving on 6s. Saves 1.
Nice.
2 more go through.
Okay.
He's got 3 remaining.
Okay, and then I think that's pretty much my turn. Yeah, so I'm going to charge in the Doom Wheel, because he's probably going to die anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to see what happens. Charge him in. That will do it. He'll definitely make it in somewhere for a 9. Did you want to do Unleash Hell with your Gothizzar Harvester?
Oh, I would, but
Sure.
that's a command.
Oh, is then
And I
allowed?
can't
Okay.
use the command
Okay.
for Unleash Hell because I am not.
My
able to-
apologies. I can't keep track of the.
It's all good.
Yeah,
man.
what
It's
works and
all
what
good.
doesn't. So I'll charge in these clan rats and see if I can finish off your lonely Bone Reaper soldier.
Yep.
So we'll see what they can do. I guess I'll just do it here. I guess I'll go over here. That will make it.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'll move stuff in and we'll be back after this. We're back. The clan, I decided not to charge him with the Doom Wheel. The Doom Wheel rolled his charge and then thought better of it. But luckily you get to do that in Age of Sigmar. So yeah, it's going to be 19 attacks coming from here with 1 for the captain, or that's including 1 for the captain. I all attack them for +1 to hit. So they're hitting on 3s. Oh wait. Oh yeah, because I lost 1 guy, so there is a point in doing this. Hitting on 3s. That's a darn good roll. Especially for clan rats. Don't worry, friends, it'll all come around when I roll this next roll.
Oh, my Mortec guard is also using his shield wall.
Oh, right. That's right.
Reroll saves.
So looking for 4s now. So we've got, that would be 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks. Good, sir. 0 rend because they are lowly clan rats.
Okay, so we're saving on 4s.
Excellent choice.
We're re-rolling those ones that did not succeed.
Right.
Oops. So there are 3 that go through. And
So
then,
you need a number of the beast here, is that what I'm hearing?
yeah, basically.
It's happened before.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Well, he's out.
Okay. So he says goodbye to his friends. So long, farewell. Oh no, you needed 5s there, didn't you? But you didn't have 3
No, I
5s,
didn't have
so-
any 5s.
I think you had 1, but
Maybe 1,
Yeah.
but still 1 is not 3, so, you know.
that's true.
Yeah, the math checks out.
It does. It does. So that'll be the end of my turn. I'm just remembering now that this guy was re-rolling his hits and wounds because of more power. Obviously, I'm not going to go back, but feel free to not write in the comments because I already know I'm an idiot. Or write in the comments that I'm an idiot because I will agree with you. I guarantee it. Anyway, now that I've cheered on my own doom, hey, I'm Skaven. Okay, it's just how we roll. So I'll get 1, 2 more.
Yep.
And I will get my 2 points for running these 3 folk over here. And I think that's it. Getting me to 5 points. So it'll be 5 playing 5. And then it's just the roll-off, I think. Yep.
Pretty much.
Cool. Okay, let's do this thing. Huh! I got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 1.
You got a 1. So I am going to have a think here. But we'll be back with whoever's turn it is. Okay, so we're back. I decided to take the turn. It's Skaven Turn 2. And for my battle tactic, I'm going to go for broken ranks on these 5 brave heroes of the Ossiarch Bonereapers. For my heroic action, I'm going to try and heroic recover this guy. You know what? Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So he does get it.
Good
for D3, and he gets his 3 wounds back.
Good. I'm going to heroic recovery on my Liege Cavalos.
Excellent choice.
He has succeeded, and he will get back 1 mighty wound.
Excellent.
So he's down to 3.
Cool. And then at the start of my hero phase, this thing is probably going to die, which means I should have charged it in last time. And I did remember after the fact that I did not do normal warp power on it. And I also forgot to shoot my Bombardier, so let me have it. 2d3 mortal wounds, and it dies perfectly. So, bye-bye. Yeah, that's what usually happens, so it's fine. Everything is right in the universe.
I mean, yeah, okay.
You know,
Whatever.
He did something last time, so that's more than I've come to expect. So up first will be the Peel of Doom from the Grey Seer here. And that is an 8, so it is mortal wounds. It's Oprah style, you get a mortal wound and you get a mortal wound. So it'll be everything within 26 inches on a 4 up. So I can't tell if that gets him.
Nope, those guys are too far away.
Okay, but it'll just get people over here. So I guess we'll do these guys first. The brave and heroic fools over here, 4 up. So that's they take 3 mortal wounds.
Any 6s? No 6s. Oops.
And then next up will be Arcan the Black.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black. Nope. And now Katakros. Nope. And the Gothazar Hover, or whatever the thing is called. Yes.
The catapult.
The catapult, yes. For 2, or no, 1 mortal wound, excuse me.
Yeah, 1 mortal wound on the catapult.
Excellent choice. Okay. And then, yeah.
I really need to stop hitting this camera.
So I guess next will be the Grey Seer. He's going to try and do what he did last time and cast, what's it called? Crack's Call. Goes off on a 6, and that will go off with a 10. Would you care to unbind, sir? Yeah. Oh, you were supposed to try and unbind this at the start of the hero phase?
Oh, yes.
So,
well, let's try getting that warp lightning vortex first.
Before we forget.
So that's going to be a 11.
An 11, you sure get it. So
shut that down nicely.
Pull those off, and now you're
and now I'm
trying to
free
beat a 10.
Trying to beat a 10, eh?
Yeah.
Well, might as well give it a shot. That's a 10, which is not going to do it.
Okay, so then I roll 2d6 and minus their movement. So that will be, their movement is 4, you said last
Sorry,
time?
this is on the Morte card?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be 7 mortal wounds for them.
All right.
Just trying to get rid of that nice and early, okay?
Yeah. 1 survived, but that is still 6 going through, which means they are toast as well.
Okay. And then I'm going to try and cast Skitter Leap onto this guy, onto the Arch Warlock here. So that goes off on a 6 as well, and it will go off with a 6. Would you care to unbind that?
Yeah, what the heck.
Sure. Oh,
Jeez. Nope.
okay. Well, he's going to move over, let's see. I think he's going to try and move over here. And he's got to be outside of 9.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's outside of 9.
Actually, I think he's inside of 9.
Yeah, well, you look at that. You got to back it up, scheming boy.
What about now?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay. So he's going to try and cast his Warp Scroll spell, which is Warp Lightning Storm. And I actually learned something from the comments here. You roll D3 and you can pick the same unit. Same as the aspect of the sea for Mathlin. So that's where his shenanigans come in. But he needs a 7, but I get +1 to this. So I get it off perfectly with a 7. So it's D3 units for 3 units. And I am going to pick, 1 second, it might be a 2-up for him. I might have to roll a 2-up each time I do it. Did I not get him out? Fool, I'll be back. Okay, so I found his card and it's not on a 2-up. You just roll the wounds, and because it's 3 times 3, so I'm just going to roll 3 dice at the same time. All onto your friend there, the
Liege Cavalos.
Liege Cavalos. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, that's 5 mortal wounds, you say?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do some deathless saves. Before we go through, that's enough to kill him, but if he dies, there's a chance the Gothazar Harvester can restore him. Nope, he's toast. Bloop.
Wow. Okay.
All right, what else you got?
Let's see. So then I'm going to try and cast. Did I do a second spell from him? I did. I did 2 spells from him. So I'm going to do Mystic Shield on Mr. Thanquol there. From the Arch Warlock, because he has 2 spells. So that goes off now. It used to be a 6 and now it's a 5, as Andy taught me last time. So that goes off perfectly. So he is Mystic Shielded. I'm going to use the same token that I had before, if I can find it. I cannot find it, so I'm just going to put down an empty token just so I forget. Don't forget. Now we're over to Thanquol. He's going to try and cast Warp Gale onto the Gothazar Harvester, because it's funny. So that goes off big time with a 12, I think. Yeah, +3. So D3 mortal wounds on him for 2 mortal wounds on him.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Does he just take them?
Yep.
Okay. And then I guess I'll do an Arcane Bolt from Thanquol. I hope I don't get double ones. I do not. So I'll put another upside down token next to him. Okay. And I think that is I think I'm all done. So we'll be back at the end of the movement phase. Okay, so I was in the middle of my movement phase, and I forgot, I didn't even see the Bombardier until I moved all my clan rats out of the way. So I'm just going to do one quick Warp Lightning spell with him. It goes off on a 5, and it'll barely go off, and it's D3 mortal wounds on just one on the Mortread Guard.
Yep, sure does.
Right on. And then does he get back up?
Yeah, he might. No, he does not.
Okay. Okay, so then I can just do this real quick, and then we'll go into the shooting phase, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't have much of a shooting phase this turn, so this guy will move up here. So first it'll be, I guess he's got to move up a little more. I guess I'll just move him up a little more then. He does once per game. He does D3 mortal wounds from his little shot gauntlet thing. I don't think I need to roll. It is 2 up. It's once per game and it's 2 up.
That's not bad.
Ikit Claw is rolling in his warpstone covered grave. 2 up. Yep. Okay. I deserve that.
What else has he got?
He's got nothing, but the Bombardier is going to... actually, no, first up will be Thanquol, because anything else would be crazy. So he's got to measure out from here. So I think he's going to cover what? 6 guys?
Yeah, 6 guys.
Okay. So it's 6 times 4 is 24, because he's got 4 piping hot, warp flame throwing spells? I don't know. So we got that, and then we need 6 more. 3, 6. Okay. And 4 ups to do mortal wounds. Same as the other guys, but he doesn't have to roll anything after. I'm holding myself from saying that's a good roll, because every time I say that, I'm like, oh, I didn't notice any of those 3s. There we go. See? That's what happens. So we got 5, 10, 14. 14 mortal wounds.
Okay, then. Let's see if we can get some 6s to save some bacon.
Indeed.
So yeah, I got 1 in there.
Okay.
That's something. Shame there's only 7 of them, so they die horribly.
Ouch.
Burning. Oh wait, there's also the chance
Yes.
that 7 have gone down, and oops. So 2 come back.
Okay. That'll do.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
It's not an ideal world.
We're gonna keep those guys at the back here. And there we go.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think I will shoot my Bombardier into the Gothazar Harvester, because he seems to be the bane of my existence over there.
He does seem to be the one thing that's stopping things from dying horribly.
It's true, so I feel kind of bad if he dies, but I'm going to overcharge it because it's awesome. So it is, let's see, let's pull up his sheet before I mess things up. It's 1 attack, and I'm going to all-out attack him. So he's hitting on a 3. If I roll a 1, essentially he's gonna die. So,
Hooray!
this happens every time, but I regret nothing because I'm a true Skaven player. So now he's suffering, I think it's 2d6 mortal wounds. He inflicts, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. 2d6 mortal wounds. So he can survive, but no, he dies.
That's 8 mortal wounds.
Almost double over. And he's dead.
Well,
and
gee,
he's gone.
it's a good thing the Skaven stuff is killing their own stuff, because
They're good at that.
I don't have much left that can do that.
Well, we'll see. I think it's just a charge over there now. I'm going to charge into the catapult.
Yeah.
And see if I can stop it from shooting me horribly. So let's find out what we got. 5, I think we'll do it.
That'll do it.
Okay. So I'll move them in and then we'll come back with more. So we're back. They made it in there. The purpose is not really to attack and do damage so much to the catapult as it is to not let it shoot at anything. Is essentially my plan. So, but I'm still going to attack it, of course. So it is 8 attacks hitting on 4s. Only 2. That's fine. Wounding on 4s for 1 at no rend.
I've got a 3-up save on the catapult right now.
Nice.
And it goes through.
A 6 up. Nice.
Nope, it definitely goes through.
1 whole wound. Have at thee.
Dice go. There it is. Oh.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, so it's going to attack back. Katakros is going to spend a relentless discipline point to give it a endless duty.
Okay.
So that gives it an extra attack.
Okay.
This is going to be hitting you on 2s and 4s because
Wow.
of the
That's a pretty good little attack profile.
yeah. Katakros is giving the buff.
All hits.
The buff.
Everything's coming up catapult.
Well, three catapult smashes there.
Okay. I assume it's no rend, but I don't
Yep, no rend on that.
Okay, so saving on 5s then. And I saved 2 of them. That was
Good
a
on 'em.
really good roll. I do declare. Actually, I'll put off the guy from over here. There we go. 1 clan rat dead. Bleh. And I think that's it.
Probably.
They can fail. So I am going to... No, that's stupid. For 1 guy. So 1 plus whatever I roll here, which is 5. And I think I lose another guy, actually. That's pretty funny. So I'll take off that guy that I should have taken off in the first place. Bleh. So 2 guys are dead. And then... Yeah, so then it'll be 1, 2 more. And I did kill those guys for another 5.
You sure did.
Cool. Well, we'll be back with OBR turn 2.
Okay, it's time for Ossiarch Bonereapers Turn 2 to get back in control. For this one, Katakros is using his amazing tactical might to put broken ranks on this group of clan rats hanging out here.
Cool.
On top of that, I'm also going to be using the heroic action to give myself the automatic pass on this Relentless Leadership.
Okay.
And then he's using that Relentless Leadership to activate his Supreme Commander of the Ossiarch Bonereapers.
Okay.
Which will give him all +1 to save and +1 to the attacks of the units that are close to him in this phase.
Aha.
Yes. On top of that, they've also got healing abilities. So both Katakros and more
Arcan?
Arcan, thank you. They can heal 3 for 3 wounds. 3 units for 3 wounds apiece. So
Okay.
that means 3 is coming back to this Mortec guard over here. And another 3 is coming back to this Mortec guard over here.
Okay. Oops,
The heals are going on to the
that was a total of
constructs.
6. Sorry, guys, I had it.
That's all right. So we got 6
Pointed
that
the
have
wrong
come back
direction.
here. And the wounds on the Gothazar Harvester and the Catapult have been healed as well. So they are all back at full health.
Excellent.
Most excellent. With that said and done, I'm going to start doing some magic phase. So,
First your heroic action.
my heroic action was Relentless Deed.
Okay, well then my heroic action on Thanquol
heroic.
on a 4-up. And he does not get it.
All right. So I'm going to cast Blessing of Nagash on Arcan again, because that was fun. That activates on a 8.
I will try and deny it with my Grey Seer. And I do not get it, because I got an 8.
All right. So now he is once again protected by Nagash, and he's going to use Curse of Years on... It is... He's going to use it on the Screaming Bell.
Okay.
So I pick a target within 18. I roll 10 dice. For each 6 I get, that unit suffers a mortal wound, and I roll an extra dice.
Okay.
So if I roll any 5s on the extra dice, that's more mortal wounds.
Did you cast it?
Yeah.
I thought you did Protection of Nagash first.
You're right. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
This is still coming. I'm casting it now. The cast is
Whoa,
now
wow.
13.
13, and I can't deny it, so...
All right, so let's get this rolling here.
You were that confident.
I was that confident. We're looking for 6s here on the Screaming Bell. So that is 3 on the Screaming Bell.
Okay.
And then 3...
I've got my 5
Hang on, there's more coming.
Okay.
So that is 6 on the Screaming Bell.
Oh, no. If I denied at any turn...
Let me see if it goes through or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a chance that I might deny all of these. So I denied one of them.
All right,
so he
2 go
takes
through.
2, and then now you rolled 2 dice, is it?
Yep. So that is 1 more.
1 more, okay. And I deny it. So he
right.
takes 1 mortal wound altogether, and I need to find a dice that I won't pick up. I'll take a blue one, because that is not very Skaven-y. So he's taking a wound again.
All right, and he will also put...
What will he choose for his final spell? Mr. Black.
That is not his magic lore. That is his magic lore.
I like the base.
Thank you. I put him on there and painted it, and that is all. He is going to do empower Naderite weapons on these guy on the Mortek card over here.
Okay.
That is, yep. So they'll activate on an 8.
Well, I might as well try. And I got it with a 9.
Very nice. All right, well, I guess they don't get any buffs at all. That is the end of that then. We are going on to the movement phase.
Excellent.
So we'll come back with that in just a moment. Gonna zap. So I've got a Bone-Tied Nexus. It gets to use Punishment of Death on these clan rats on a 2+. Can do a mortal wound. Nope. Totally useless.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll be back after the movement phase.
Okay, movement phase is complete. Everybody's shuffled around a little bit. We're gonna move in on those broken rank targets for us. And first we're gonna soften them up with some shooting from the Gothazar Harvester. I'm also using a command point for Endless Duty on this to give it an extra attack. And it's at its top bracket, so that will not affect it at all, basically. So we're hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. So that is 3 and 3 for -1 rend.
On the clan rats, correct?
On the clan rats.
So they are back to 6s. Nothing. So
All
it's
right.
1 each, right?
Just 1 each.
Okay. Pop, pop. Oh, pardon me. There we go.
And they're all within minimum range of the shooting for the catapult, so I can't fire that.
That's correct. That was why I charged them in there, was to shut them off.
So we'll do some charges instead. We're going to go with the Gothazar Harvester first. He's going 7, so he's definitely going into those clan rats.
Rar. Crash.
And Arcan will be charging eventually, but first I'm going to do Katakros and get him into the battle. So
Nice.
he's going 10. He loves to fight. Excuse me, minions. And we got Arcan. Arcan going 6, which is not going to be enough to reach that Warfire Thrower.
You could use your once per game free reroll.
Yeah, what the heck.
Indeed.
Well, that's much more like it.
There you go.
All right, go get him, Arcan.
Rar.
Bow, bow. Okay, so fighting time. Well,
Katakros, anyone?
actually, he's going to get the Gothazar Harvester to go first.
Okay. So the clan rats will get to fight then.
Possibly. I mean, he's got some pretty poundy hands here.
Oh, Gothazar. I'm sorry. I was thinking the catapult. I was like,
No.
really?
No.
Maybe there's something I don't know.
No.
Oh.
So it's got 6 attacks with its Soul Crusher Bludgeons.
Okay.
And then it's got 1 extra because of the Katakros' ability on him.
It's all true.
And he's hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s.
Nice.
So those are all hits. Those are... and there's an ability here. Damn, that was for hits. Well, screw it.
What was the hits for?
If I rolled any 6s when I hits, it's 2 mortal wounds instead of damage, but that's
Okay.
still 12.
I'm pretty sure one of those was a 6. So I'll take off. Why don't you take off one of those dice?
Sure.
And we'll say 2 mortal wounds went through, because I can't.
But it's -2 rends, so...
Okay. So I see. So they all go through anyway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that'll be 10 more damage.
I'll out defense them because, like.
Okay.
Oh, actually. It's either that, or use the command point to stop them from running. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Oh man, Katakros is just going to mess them up, hey?
Well, that's a theory.
Okay. So it's... I guess I'll just let it go through. So it's 12 are dead. There's 4 guys left, including their commander-in-chief. So it'll be 5 total attacks, hitting on 4s. And, okay, so wounding also on 4s. No, nothing. Back to you, my friend.
Okay, I'll have Arcan the Black go next.
Cool.
He's got a Zevik Car, which is hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, -1 rend.
Cool.
Hits, wounds, -1 rend for D3 damage.
Okay, roll your damage. They have a 6 up, I believe.
That is 3 damage.
So he's dead.
Boom.
Boom.
He's got other attacks too, but he obviously doesn't feel the need to use them.
That's true. And I've already gone over there, so...
Yeah, I'll get the catapult to do some crushing.
Cool.
Here it comes to crush the day. And it
Mighty
has...
Mouse is on his way.
We're looking for...
That worked really well, considering it's Skaven.
Yeah. I got one for everybody. So that is rats. 3.
3, okay.
No rend on those.
So yes, they are rats. They're Skaven. Sorry, so it's -0, so saving on 6s. Saved 1, 2 go through.
Okie dokie.
So 2 are dead. I'll pick out you 2. I choose you.
Okay, and let me just double check the range on some of these other weapons.
Right.
It's all 1 inch, so unfortunately, even if I pile in, I hit the wall, which means I will not be able to kill those, so it's Battle Shock.
Okay, well, I will spend my 1 CP, because it's going out of style here. Smoke them if you got them. And you don't do that thing. So, you get 1 point over here for sure, and then you won't quite get broken ranks there.
Nope.
But it will be a roll-off to find out what happens now. I'll pull off my pile of dead in a minute.
Sure.
I got a 6 and you got a 1 again. I think it's in my best interest to take it at this point. So, yeah. We'll be back with Skaven Turn 3. Okay, it's Skaven Turn 3. Rob has bravely decided to march on relentlessly like death itself. And I commend you for it, sir. So first up is going to be my heroic action, which is going to be on my Gracier here. So he's going to try and roll a 4-up. He does. So I get 1 more command point. And what is your heroic action, good sir?
I'm going to use the same one that I've been using, the Relentless Leadership, on our buddy Katakros.
Excellent. And by the way, I didn't point this out because I wasn't sure if it was true, but I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
extra stabby.
It's so well done. Yeah, that's clearly by his combat. but it's so well done. I wasn't sure if it was like part of the model that no one else chose to like put on there. You know, but it looks that good to me because he's got like a fist on the end. So yeah, he's punching you with his tail. So and slicing it. Next will be the Screaming Bells Peal of Doom. How obnoxious can I be? I was one off of a free Vermin Lord there. So he's -1 within 26 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty annoying. But it's fast. So I guess now I'm going to I'll try to do Crack's Call on, what's his movement, Nick? Uninjured?
4.
4? Okay, well, yeah, that seems like a really strong thing to do against him then. So he'll try to do Crack's Call. So that does go off with a 9.
I'll try and stop that with Arcan.
He's been rolling pretty hot. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, 11.
Stuff it with an 11. Okay. Then, what else does he have? He has Skitter Leap, which he can't cast on himself. So I'm going to try and do an Arcane Bolt. Yeah, sure. Why not? That serves me right.
Saucy.
So D3 mortal wounds. For 1 mortal wound, and on a 5-up, he ignores it, which he does not. So he's taken 2 wounds now. That was probably pretty dumb because he wasn't going to come into range of anything anyway. But hey, hopefully I got that out of my system now. So next will be Warp Gale on the Gothisar Harvester. Yeah, let's go with that. So Gothisar Harvester, Warp Gale from Thanquol. And
Nice.
I live here, people. Okay, so D3 mortal wounds, and he doesn't cast anymore. So that was 2, 5-up. He denies it. He doesn't deny either one, so he takes 2 mortal wounds.
Katakros' plan is working brilliantly. He'll just wait it out and let them kill themselves. This is brilliant.
It really works well at certain times of the game. Well, he's barely in range. So he's going to try and cast. I'm not learning from my mistakes because I am who I am, and that's all that I am. So I think Popeye said that. So he's going to try and do that. It's on at 7, and he gets it on a 7.
Arcan will stop that. Yeah, on an 8.
He does. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't overcharge it. So then, yeah, that's it. That was quite the sad little casting
I've
phase.
also generated 8 Relentless Discipline points
Right.
for this turn.
Right. Excellent. Okay. So now, yeah, I think we'll go into the movement phase.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we finished our movement phase. I'm holding a lot of dice, so I'm not going to gesture too much, but this guy he walked over to here, and then he teleported through, because now it happens at the end of the movement phase. Thank you, Matthias. And yeah, these guys auto-ran 6 to get them onto the objective, and Mr. Thanquol moved up over here, and these guys rolled a 6, and that's pretty much that. So now Thanquol is going to try and blast off those Mortek Guard with his flamethrowers. So we're picking out the 4s here. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 mortal wounds. Oh dear. Come on. There we go.
They're dead.
Okay. It was a big wind up for that, but yeah. And so now I'm going to see if my Hell Pit Abomination can make a 9-inch charge. And he does not, but that's okay. It's a good thing. Yeah. So that will be my. Oh dear. Oh, that's right. That's right. Originally I was going to do Monstrous Takeover on this one, and then I ended up changing it to that because I knew I could make it. Right. And then I was like, wait a minute, I moved off of that objective, but that's okay. So, so it'll be 1, 2 more, +1. Oh no, that one counts as 2. So I don't get anything extra for that because I already have more. And had I been smart, I would have kept this guy in the middle for an extra, but that's fine. So we've got, it'll be 3 points plus Monstrous Takeover for 5 points. And that'll end my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be back with OBR turn 3. Oh, right. We forgot to mention, you burned this objective.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was in between, and I'm almost positive we didn't say it on camera. So you burned that, so yeah. Anyway, we'll be back.
All right, so the showdown of the century continues.
We
here.
forgot. Yeah.
It was just that pivotal. Crawler versus the
Oh,
clan
right,
rats.
so I'll attack.
The clan rats get to go.
4 attacks, or 3 attacks, excuse me. 2 hit because of the champion being one of them. And 1 wound. Take that. Have at thee. Nothing rend.
We're saved.
Yep.
He's going to use a Relentless Discipline point for a bonus to his attack.
Okay.
For Endless Duty. He's going to hit that little bugger clan rat on him and his buddy. We're going to hit him on 2s. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
And then we're wounding him on 4s.
He's done some work.
He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he's loving what he's doing. So that's 1 for each of them.
It's just 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need a 6 in here to save him, and I don't get it. So
All right.
they're both dead.
Huzzah.
That's really good because now you can shoot.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that again. That'll be a delight.
There we go. Okay. So now we'll really be back with Ossiarch Bonereapers, turn 3.
Okay, so for the hero phase in the Ossiarch Bonereapers, we're going to do a heroic action that once again is going to give me relentless leadership. And I'm going to spend that on making sure my Supreme Lord of the Bonereapers goes off for Katakros.
Cool.
So that gives them the +1 bonuses. For my battle tactics this turn, I'm going to pick Monstrous Takeover for this one, which these devious little Skaven have somehow managed to steal away from me through weight of bodies.
Yep.
We're going to fix that in a moment, but you've got a heroic action first.
I do. I'm going to try and heroic recovery on Thanquol. And I get it because that is a 7. And he is. Now if you equal it, you still get the D3. Only 1, but hey. Want to thank you.
Just on there for you.
Sweet.
Okay, so Arcan the Black is going to start magic time now.
Magic time.
So first of all, he's going to try Curse of Years.
Yep.
He's going to throw it at...
May you roll better than I did.
well, we'll see. I'm going to try it on... this guy has 5, right? 5 wounds?
6.
And then 3.
3.
I'll try it on the Warfire Thrower.
Sure.
So this will activate on 8.
I will try and deny with my with this guy over here because he gets 2 shots at the. He gets 2 kicks at this can. He will get it on a 9 because he has +1. He's +1 to his deny as well.
All right, I'm going to put Mystic Shield on Arcan the Black. This will activate on a 9.
I will try and deny it because why not? I've got lots of denies. You had a 9, right?
I had a 9.
Okay, so I tied you with a 9.
Okay, so that means it goes off. He is now shielded.
He is.
And he'll also activate an Arcane Bolt on himself for a grand total of 8.
I might as well try and stop this. Nope.
All right. So that means we're going on to the movement phase, and we will come back after that. Okay, so we're back. We're going to fire Death's Head Maw from the Gothazar Harvester into those clan rats. We've got 4 attacks hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. So that's 2 at -1 with 1 damage apiece.
Okay. So they are saving on 5s. Or no, 6s, because you said -1?
Yes.
Okay. So it saves 1, 1 goes through.
Very nice, 1 damage.
Okay.
Blurp.
Blink.
Catapult. It's going to get a Relentless Discipline point from Katakros to get a Relentless Duty, so it's going to fire an extra shot at the clan rats over here on this objective.
That's a choice.
Yes, we're going to be hitting on 2s. So those all hit.
They sure do.
Yeah, we're winning on
I'm going to
3s.
all out defense.
Okay, so that is 3 at minus nothing.
3 at -0, so they're saving on 4s then. So they save 2 of them and 1 goes through. So
5 damage.
5 damage, okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. There we go.
Gotta say, not really feeling that catapult. Oh well. We're moving on to the charge phase then. So Gothizzar Harvester going first to charge in.
Okay.
He's got
That'll
8,
do it.
which is great. Boop.
He feels the need.
Yes.
The need for speed.
Katakros. He's got a 2.
Sure does.
Gonna step up and do some actual work today, maybe. And Arcan the Black. Yeah, he's got 6 on that as well.
We'll definitely do it.
That will indeed. So I'll just slide in over here. There we go. Okay.
Who's going first?
I'm going to go with the Gothizzar Harvester because
Cool.
it's funny. And I'm going to use a Relentless Discipline point to give him a plus 1 attack.
Okay.
So he's hitting with 5 attacks. Or no, sorry, he might not be hitting with 5 attacks. He's hitting with 7 attacks. Ooh. Spicy. Hitting on 2s because of Katakros' buff. And that is those. That is 4. And we're wounding on. Ah, damn. I've done it again.
Gosh.
That's 1 for -1, -2 Ren for 2 damage.
-2 Ren, so that just goes through. So 2 go off. Splat, splat. Sad clan rat noises. Actually, I'll pull them off from the back.
It's flat clan rat noises.
Yeah. Holy clan rats, Batman.
And which clan rats would you like to fight with next?
So he's on a 3-up save with his Mystic Shield, right?
Right now it's a 2-up save, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Because of the buff from the...
I thought he had a 4-up normally.
well, yeah, but he's also buffed from Katakros' aura as well as the Mystic Shield.
Oh,
So he's
but
got
he
plus-
can only get, you're only maxed out at +1. And because they have no rend.
All right, well,
Yeah.
then he's at a 3+.
Okay, so I think I'll go over here first. So yeah, I'll pile in and we'll be right back. The clan rats have been piled in. We got 15 left, +1 for the Capitan. And so it's 16 attacks, hitting on 4s. And we got 1, 2, actually I'll just pull them out here, because I'm going to be rolling them again immediately, and I just turned that dice over, but there we go. Thank you, sir. Now we're wounding also on 4s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, saving on 3s.
Yes, sir.
So 2 go through, and possibly on 6s.
No,
Save
nice.
1.
Nicely done.
Oh, his Arcane Bolt should... Oh, no, it didn't go off. Never mind. Yeah, you can't dispel that, so...
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah. That's a Mystic Shield on him right now. Right, I'll activate Katakros.
Excellent.
So he's
Like
got
a fine wine, he only gets better with age.
1 attack with Indicat. It's a hit, it's a wound, it's -3 Ren for 3 damage.
Okay, so I'll just count them over here on a dice. So 3 damage so far.
Nadrite Dagger. Hits on that, wounds on 3s. Yeah, that's -1 Ren for 1 damage.
-1 rend onto the clan rat, so they're saving on a 6. Nope. Sorry, you said 1?
Yeah, just 1. Nadrite Dueling Blades, hitting on 2s once again. Nice. And we're looking for 3s to wound. And that is 4 at -1.
4 at -1. So saving on 6s again. So none of them went saved.
Okay. And that's just 1 damage apiece.
Okay, so we're up to 8. There we go.
Then I've got Soul Cleaver Great Blade. This is also hitting on 2s and 3s. So that is 1 at -1.
6s. I saved it.
All right, and Spirit Dagger. That is hitting twice, wounding twice at -1 rend as well.
6s. Saved 1 of them. How much damage? Is that?
So that was just 1 damage as well.
Okay. Is that him all done?
That's him.
He gets more powerful when he gets injured, right?
So he loses some of the attacks, but he gets more attacks with other things as
That
it
are
goes
better,
down.
right?
Yeah, basically
Fair enough. Okay, I will remove them and then pile them in, and we'll be back. Okay, with the dead removed from the battlefield, well, not entirely, they're right there. We're going to attack with the remaining clan rats. It's 8 of them left, and they are, and +1 for the champion. So hitting on 4s, as usual, that will be 4 attacks, so that's almost exactly, oh wait, that is exactly, oh no wait, it's not, because that was 9 attacks. Anyway, 2 wounds, no rend.
Sitting on 2s.
Nicely done.
That is 1 that goes through, deathless save.
Hoi.
No, gets a wound.
Okay. And now it is
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black.
Okay, so he has... I don't know why they keep breaking up these profiles like this. So Zephikar, whatever that is, that's a miss. He's got a Kefnash Ann. That is also a miss.
Wow.
He has Ebon Claws, which is where the real money is made.
That's right. 6s are 2 mortal wounds, I think.
It doesn't matter, but there's that's 5 hits. He's winning on 3s. So that is 2 at -2.
-2, so that goes through.
Right, so that's 2 damage apiece for 4 damage total.
4 damage.
And then Spectral Claws and Daggers.
How
6
special are
those.
they?
They're not very special at all. They've hit once and wounded once with
Okay.
no rend.
No rend, saving on 5s, and they do like jerks. Okay. And then, I'll just leave. Good old. Actually, I might as well fight with Ikit, right?
Sure.
So I'm not going to move him around.
No, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure his attack profile is not the most impressive thing, but seeing as he's already in combat,
He might as well get a chance to unimpress.
yes, indeed, he never misses a chance to unimpress. So it's 1 attack with his Storm Cage Halberd. Oh, it's got a 2-inch range.
Well, that's handy.
It is, but it doesn't hit. And then 1 with his Piston Claw.
Yeah, he's really nailing that.
He
chance
really,
to
the
unimpress right
unimpressed
there.
thing.
Yeah.
He's got it down like friggin' you wouldn't believe. Okay.
I guess so.
So, Battle Shock.
Battle Shock.
I have a decision to make here. Which one do I spend my command point on? I'm actually going to use it over here.
Yeah, because that denies me my...
No, it doesn't, does it? What was
Yeah.
your thing over here?
It was take over the... Monsters take over the point.
But I think you're going to... So 2, 4, you're going to get 9, and mine 3, 3, 2. So you'll get it.
All right.
Yeah, but the reason I'm doing it over there is because it'll kind of tie these guys up a little bit more.
Sure.
So...
With all the big damage that they're doing.
It's, well, anyway. So I do have to roll it over here. I have 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I will get +1 to my bravery now. They took away the +2 because of everyone losing the +1. So I don't know if everyone followed that at home, but that's okay. So I lost 3, 6, 9 guys. So 9 plus 1 is 10, minus their bravery, which goes up to 5. So I lose another 5 guys. So 3. I'm pretty sure the math is right on that. But anyway, so that's them gone. You will get you'll get that one back.
Yep.
And you will get your what's it called?
Battle Tactic.
Indeed. So that'll put you on another 3 points.
Yep.
And now it's just the roll off.
Let's see what we do.
Indeed. Nice. You got it.
Okay. Well, I guess I got to press my advantage here and continue the continue. So we'll clean up the board. We'll figure out our points for Relentless Discipline, and we'll go from there.
Excellent. We'll be back.
Okay, we are back with the Ossiarch Bonereaper turn number 4. So for this turn, I have started off with a grand total of 6 command point, Relentless Discipline points that I've generated.
Right.
And I'm going to pick Conquer as my battle tactic, which is going to be this one over here.
Excellent.
I'm also going to do Relentless Leadership once again for my heroic action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend that point right away on making Supreme Lord of the Bonereaper Legions work once more.
Excellent. I'm going to try and Heroic Recovery Thanquol once again. And he gets it. So that his point, he's fully healed now.
Hooray!
Awesome.
Boing.
Thank you. Yeah, so spell slinging.
Spell time! Arcane the Black. Curse of Years onto the Warfire Thrower.
Cool.
Activates on a 10.
Oh, right. I might as well try and stop it because I think I have, I have enough to try and stop. So that will not do it.
That will not do it.
It wasn't a bad roll, though.
No, it's not. So let's see some 6s. Okay, so that
he's
is
dead.
3 6s, 4 6s.
Number of the beast. Oh, okay.
Blurp. Arcane the Black's going to cast Mystic Shield on himself again, because that's funny. That's going to activate on a 9.
We'll try again. If at first you don't succeed, keep failing. That's what I always say.
And an Arcane Bolt as well. That's going to go
Oh
off
my
on a
gosh,
13.
13. How dare you take your number from me? So that goes off.
Yeah, it does. I'll put a little red dice there so that I know.
Arcane's been doing some good casting.
He's got that whole casting thing down. He knows what he's doing with that magic.
Here, I'll put this so you don't think that it's
Sure.
yeah. We don't want to think that's a wound for
That would be bad.
no reason at all.
Right, so we're going to move on to the movement phase. That's the movement phase.
There we go.
How easy was that? We're going to move on to shooting then. Shooting time.
Okay.
Death's Head Maw into those nasty rat pack.
Excellent.
This is hitting on... I've been using this all game. You'd think I'd know. 3s and 3s. So that is 2 and 1 at -1 rend.
-1 rend on the clan rats. And they saved it like a jerk.
Good on them.
Oh, wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, that went through.
All right, so just 1 damage.
Okay. Clank.
I'm going to use Endless Duty onto the catapult for an extra shot. It's going to fire necrotic skulls at the Hell Pit Abomination.
Endless duty for those who never can have too much duty.
It's the most duty. So I get +1 to hit because of the bonus from the command.
Oh, I'm going to all-out defense him.
Okay. And that is...
Oh, wait. I can't do that because I don't have anyone in range. Ha! Never mind.
3 wounds with no rend.
3 with no rend, so it's saving on 4s.
Yeah.
Save 2 of them, and 5 go through.
5 goes through.
5 damage goes through.
Yep.
So he has taken 5 damage.
And detecting a
she,
theme.
It's. He's, she's, and it's.
Okay,
Yep.
Harvester.
That's the
charging
Hell Pit Abomination.
charging in on 6.
Excellent.
So now we got those clan rats. Hello, clan rats.
Hello, friend.
I'm just going to have him go right now anyway. So that's 4.
Oh, but first, your monstrous action, sir.
Oh, yeah, it's my monstrous action because it's a monster. I'll try having it...
Stomp for 2.
No, I'm going to have it roar at them.
Okay.
Success.
It is. Great success. And now this guy?
He's not a monster, I don't think.
No, he is a monster.
No, Arcane's not a monster.
I will fight you, sir. He's got a monster table. He's a monster.
No, he is a monster.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? He'll
He
stomp.
bloody better be, right? Stompy stomp. Okay,
look at
he gets it. D3 into the clan rats, I assume?
Yep, clan rats. That's 2. 2 for the clan rats.
Pop, pop.
Hey, this army gets a lot better when you remember all of its rules.
It's hard to do,
funny
but
how you
yes,
do that.
I recommend it.
I can see why it's popular. Right, I'm going to use another Relentless Discipline point for Endless Duty onto the Gothazar Harvester. So the Gothazar Harvester has an extra attack. He's pounding away with his massive, massive smashy thingies for 7 whole attacks.
It's a duty.
So that is 8 mortal wounds.
Oh, goodness. Then they're all dead.
Let's get them out of there.
Okay, so I'll pull them out later.
Okay. Your clan rat's here fighting, or Mr. Claw, I guess, if he wants to take a tussle with Mr. Black.
Actually, I'm going to activate my Skaven ability to go away.
I'm going to fire an arcane bolt at them before they do.
You're going to fire it at him before he leaves?
No, I'll fire it in the...
Oh, okay. Sure.
Pew pew! Enjoy 3.
Okay, so can he kill the last clan rat? I'll move him later, so he's 6 inches away.
Oh, he's running. Oh,
Yeah, he's running, yeah.
All right. We'll give
It's
it
just
a
the heroes that can do that.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, so Zephyt Kar. That's a hit. And it's not a wound.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Next. It's also a miss.
Okay.
Ebon Claws, which did all the work last time.
That's true.
These are hitting many times. For 2 potential.
Okay.
Minus 2 rend for 2 damage.
Minus 2?
Minus 2 rend.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. And it's gone.
And he's gone.
Okay, so no more clan rats left. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that was an easy turn.
Yeah.
Over to you for turn 4.
Turn 4 coming up. Oh, scoring?
Scoring.
Yeah, minor detail. So what was your...
So mine was conquer this point.
Right.
So
And
I
you
got
will
2
get
for
that.
this.
Yep.
I've got 1 there for holding that point.
Yep.
So I've got 2.
You've got 1, 2 more.
Yeah.
So you get 5 there.
Wow. Good on me.
Good
job, boys.
Yeah. We'll be back. It is Skaven turn 4. And we're back. And first up, before I forget, this guy heals in the hero phase, so I just don't want to forget to do it. So he heals for the big 3. So he's down, he's taken 2 wounds now. And I got an extra command point, and my battle tactic is conquer over here. Yeah, so then now we're going on to the hero phase proper. I'll do the Peel of Doom. I'm sorry to everyone, I forgot for 2 rounds in a row that he was -1 to hit everyone around him. So I apologize. So he takes D3 mortal wounds. For 1. And does he save it on a 5-up? He does not. So he's taken 3 wounds. That wasn't his casting. Come on. I can't find the 3. There it is. Okay, so let's find out if he spikes himself in the face again. I'm going to use different dice because I will learn from my mistakes.
Your heroic action?
Oh, my heroic action, right. Well, he's all healed. Actually, I'm going to do Birthday on Thanquol.
That's a good move. I'm going to do heroic recovery on that guy.
Yep.
That guy with the single solitary wound. Katakros heals the wound.
He does.
Good on him.
Good job, Katakros.
He just literally put another bone piece right on the part that's, he got a little scratch, a little itchy.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and do Crack's Call on him now. And that will go off. And I don't know if he's in range. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Not quite. A couple inches off. So 2d6 for 8 minus, is it 4, did you say?
On whom?
On this guy here.
Yeah. Katakros is 4.
So it's 4 wounds on him.
Dang it, I just healed that.
I know, right?
Saved 1, but take 3.
Okay.
That will kill a dude.
Oh, that will kill like you're a scroll bearer or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knocks him down a bracket.
Okay. Then next up will be... Oh, actually, I'm going to put that on the back burner because I don't know what else I have available to me. So next up will be Thanquol. He's going to go for Warp Gale onto Arcane the Black. That will not go off, even with his +2. So he's going to try to do Mystic Shield on himself. And that will go off with a +2, so he's got a 6 there. But
Shut down on an 8.
Sure does. So then...
Oh, no. You do not get to oppose Arcane in matters of mysticism.
This is true. What did he take damage? Oh, he took damage from the catapult.
The catapult.
That's right. Not Katakros.
Nope, the catapult.
Aha. Now what? I guess it'll be Mystic Shield onto Thanquol. Oh, we already tried that.
Yeah,
right?
We just stopped that.
That's right. So you stopped that. Okay. I will try and do Arcane Bolt from him. And it goes off with an 8.
That's a 10.
That is. Okay, then I am going to do Warp Lightning Storm. That does not go off, but I am going to spend a Warp Spark to reroll that. Okay, that does go off. No,
That's a 10 again.
That is.
10. 10.
Goodness gracious.
10.
Okay. Well, then that will be the end of that. I am going to go into my movement phase, and we'll be right back. Okay, so just to explain things, this guy rolled a 6, so he moved up here. At the end of the movement phase, this guy teleported through, and Thanquol came up 3 inches away. I forgot to measure. He had plenty of movement, but there we go. And now he's going to shoot, so he's going to roll 4 dice, and on 4 ups, he's going, because he's only one model, so he's sad Thanquol noises, just 1 mortal wound.
Yep, mortal wound.
Okay. And now it's some charges. Lit charges. So first up is going to be the Grey Seer, or sorry, not the Grey Seer, this guy here. And he's going to make it with an 11. Roar, stomp, crash, bang. Actually, he's going to go over here, because why not? And then Thanquol. And he makes it. Roar, stomp. And first monstrous action is going to be from Thanquol. He's going to try and roar at Arcane the Black. He does not get it.
Yeah, I'm going to do Titanic Duel with on the Abomination.
Sure, I will also do Titanic Duel. And first up, you guessed it, it's the Helped Abomination. So I'm going to pull out his attack profile here. So he's got 6 attacks. Oh, I'm going to all-out attack, and on a 5-up, I'm going to issue that from Thanquol. So on a 5-up, you get it back from Master Clan, and he gets it back, so I don't even spend it. And now it's 6 attacks, and no, I'm not going to all-out attack. That was stupid, because he's already Titanic Dueling. So I'm not going to do that. So whatever, because he's hitting on 2s, because you can only be more than +1 to hit, so there's no point in doing it. So he's hitting on 2s, so he hits all the times. Oh, and yeah, whatever. Wall of Flesh can be done at the end here, and then wounds on 3s. Excuse me. So that's 3 at -3.
Okay, so that means I'm saving on 6s. That's cog dice. Okay, so that means 1 gets through.
Okay, so that's 2 damage.
And 6s.
And then Flailing Fists of Fury. He's got 6 attacks. Also hitting on 2s. And pull that out. And wounds on a 3. So that is 4 at -1.
4 at -1. That means we're saving on 4 up.
Cool.
That is 3 saves.
So it's, 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yep.
6s. 2 saves.
Dang. That's some nice rolling.
That's some good rolling.
And then Avalanche of Flesh. Let's see here. So amount of models. So it's just 1 model, and then on a 2 up, and they get to reroll this because he made a charge. So he does 1 more mortal wound.
Loud noises.
San Francisco
nope.
treat.
Goes through.
Okay. So now it is your turn, good sir.
Okay, well, not surprised here. I'm going to get Arcan figured out, and we'll go with him right now.
Excellent.
So he's got.
Who's he attacking?
He's attacking the Abomination
Okay,
because that's
cool.
Titanic Duel.
I will do the all-out defense on him instead, and I'll try and roll it now. I did not get it back that time. There we go. So he's all-out defensed.
So that's 1 hit, no wound.
His usual MO.
No hits.
Okay.
And he's at 5
claws?
wounds, so
Okay.
yeah, he's got the claws. So that is 3. And just 1 at -2.
-2, so he's back to a 5-up. And he saves it like a drink.
And we got the Spectre Claws and Daggers.
Okay.
That's 1 mortal wound and no hits.
Okay. Takes 3. And then I guess we're over to Thanquol.
Yep, looks like.
Thanky boy. So he will all-out attack because he did not Titanic Duel. So he has got 2 attacks with the Staff of the Horned Rat, hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s because he did his birthday shenanigans. So that's 2 at -1.
2 at -1 means 4 ups for me. 1 save, 1 goes through.
D3 damage for 2.
6s.
Dang.
Save 1, 1 goes through.
So now, crushing blows. So 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, and wounding also on 2s. He's going to party like it's his birthday. So that is 5 at -1.
Saving on 4s.
So that's 3 went through, right?
Yep.
So it's 6 damage.
Total?
Yes, because they're 2 damage each.
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, that's 6, which is toast.
Oh, goodness. So then I will get my battle tactic of Conquer. It's almost too bad I didn't choose to bring it down, but whatever. So then we got, so that's 2 for that, 1, 2 more for 5. And do you get an extra point for conquering with a monster?
I am not sure about that, but it says here on this sheet that, no, it doesn't say.
Okay. Well, so we'll just say that's 5 for now, and then, is that the bottom of the turn?
That is the bottom of the turn, and I believe that's probably the game.
I think it's pretty hard at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of my stuff is going to be able to shuffle over to start contesting objectives in that turn. My firing is not effective enough to actually do much damage to bring down any of these large beasties.
That's fair.
And yeah, that's
you made
pretty
a
much
good
it.
go of it, considering the earlier turns. I think you did a great job clawing with your bony hands back into the game. So I commend you, sir. Both armies are not in the greatest place right now, but yeah.
Well, I think there's stuff to it. I think that if I were
agree.
to play it more and to remember more of the rules,
That's
and more
true.
Of the
I think you
bits and
remembered your
mechanics.
I think you remembered your Bone Ties Nexus once. And
Yeah, that thing was just a large objective not
blocking
great thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it looks nice.
I appreciate
but, that's
you
about all it's
not
got.
causing me to need the bleep button. Cause
Yeah, no
I
worries. No
really
worries.
appreciate that. But yes, it is all of those bleeps. So, but
Well, yeah, nonetheless, fun game. Thank you very much for the game. And
thanks for
once again,
coming back, Rob.
My pleasure.
We
Happy to
missed
be
you
back.
on the channel, so
thank
yeah, glad you're
Well,
back.
we'll look forward to many more.
Yeah, so we'll be back, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks so much. Have a good night.